Hi, parents. I realize that a lot of people are kind of wondering how to speak with their child about this quarantine and how to explain it. And I think there's some things floating around on the internet, and I'm going to just give you some suggestions, but it came to my attention today because I saw something on Facebook that said what not to say. Because the government says we have to stay at home, the coronavirus is dangerous, it spreads easily, and we can fall sick. And they said, don't say that. They said what to say instead. The virus survives only when it lives inside people's bodies. When we stay home, we are hiding in a place where the virus can't find us. If all of us hide, the virus can't find people and go live inside their bodies. The virus will then die. We all want to kill the virus before it can hurt more people. So I think that would be actually a little more alarming to some children. It sounds like there's something outside of the house trying to get them, and it won't go away until we kill it, but we can't see it. And the virus is an abstract idea, and children are not yet abstract thinkers. This is why I often will do something with the Lenten garden. It's a symbol. I don't explain everything. It's a symbol basically of new life. And so we have pictures to show children. And the Lenten garden is a picture, or we have stories. Stories also help explain things to children in a way that they can digest. So when we need to explain to a child, when they're asking why are we not allowed to go to the park, or why did we cancel our trip to this place, I think a good way to talk about it is sometimes if a child has a cold and they want to go out, and let's say an important time is coming up, we'll say, well, I'm putting on your hat and your coat and we'll go outside for a little bit, but we're resting a little more today because I want you to get better in time for your birthday or in time for your friend's birthday. So one thing that we can say to them during this time is, well, we're all staying in right now, everybody, so that we can all get well again and be able to get out again at some point. But it takes a long time because there are many, many people in this world, and we have to all get well before we can go out. And same with talking about maybe why we're not visiting grandparents, or our grandparents aren't visiting. Well, we're all taking time to make sure that we're well and staying inside, and it takes a long time for all the people in the world to make sure that everybody's well before we all go out to play again and to work again. And then another thing that I always think is, during any difficult time in a child's life, a comforting act is to pour a cup of tea. There are different types of teas that children like. Maybe you just do a little bit of warm water with some honey and lemon in it and call it lemon tea. Just a little shared moment like this in a day can bring a tremendous amount of comfort. So that doesn't require any words or any explanations, and it can just be a time to connect. I think it's good to limit explanations with younger children about the virus. I think it's better to kind kind of remind them of what we do when we're sick and just explain to them that it's everyone all together. So a cup of tea, maybe you have another small moment in your day, light a candle at dinner time. If you don't already, this is a great time to start. And having just moments like that can really help explain things to a child. Also making up your own story about a character, come up with something that seems to resonate with the child. And then that character can have, maybe that character has to stay inside for a while. Maybe it lives in a tree and it needs to make the tree cozy and warm because there is, a springtime rain, a thunderstorm coming through, and the squirrel or animal makes a cozy little place and has different things to do inside their cozy home. And then finally one day he hears that it's time and he peeks his head out and rejoins the world, but all the animals have been sleeping. This is a wonderful way to explain things to a child. So I just want you to just find ways to speak to your children in a way that meets them at the level they are. Keep in mind that mostly they're going to just want those a few times during the day to play and to just reflect with you, but small moments of tea, a short little story at night before bed, a candle lit. These don't require a lot of time, but they do a lot to comfort and explain things to a child in a healthy way. So I hope that helps. Thank you.